We are live. It is Pandemic versus Evil Geniuses. You're on Quad V. It is Crash, the match which Pandemic defeated Coma Crew on to win the Antwerp Esports Festival. And they have already picked up the first frag. They believe they are the strongest out there. But I was talking to Diablo before the game, and they said that as strong as Pandemic are, EG are just that one team that, because of their wins over them, because they took their status away from them, it's never going to be the same. Maybe you could say EG are in their heads. And well, as we're live on this one, oh, Nabor. Wow, I thought Robwiz just drops Nabor. You saw earlier that the Pandemic side afraid of Robwiz. They know what he's all about. He is a beast of biblical proportions. He's now going, looking, collects the bomb down the B side. He will go, and it's Prank on 3. He's already got the 4th. Now he makes his way through. Doesn't get that one though. As he darts back. Prank now still alive, but not for long. Robwiz picks up the round, and we are rocking and rolling here on Quad V. Pandemic down by 1.
So, going into the second round, EG do pick that one up. And really, I guess a couple of teams will be watching this, really, to see how they play Pandemic on Crash. How they deal with them. Because nobody seemed able to deal with Pandemic on Crash. And at the moment, 2 grenades are saying they may well take it themselves. Keitsu does get shut down by Deny, though. And Robwiz, with a grenade, shuts down Curious G. It's the first we've seen a Pandemic in this tournament, so they've been pretty confident throughout. You know, they've been chilled out, relaxing. We spoke to both teams literally before this game. All enjoying the sun here in sunny Roskilde in Denmark. Who'd have thought it? They did pick a really good time to come over to Europe, to be honest. They've had lots of hot weather, despite saying that we really should have polar bears walking down the streets in Denmark. It's one of those views that you get of the country. 3-3 at the moment, 3 on 3. First round. And Prank, as much as they have Robwiz in EG, Pandemic have Prank, who's certainly quite as capable of pulling off some fantastic clutch situation with an SMG or with a sniper. However, it just seems that a little bit more accomplished with the sniper than Robwiz. Robwiz has pretty much ditched the sniper for this tournament so far. I've not really seen him with it, with that scope. As soon as he does come round, the 2 men do collide. Wise Guy, though, is there, trying to recoup his money that he lost earlier, betting on Tech09 with Tosspot on the xlbet.com. Oh, and the ball pops up, shuts Wise Guy down, down to a 1-on-1 just around the sandbags. You'd think the ball in advantage coming up top, dropping down. Oh, denied by Deny. I cannot believe he didn't get that frag.
No, fantastic work. EG up by 2. And, well, suddenly Pandemic under pressure on Crash that they've not been on since they came over to Europe. As now it's suddenly the game afoot. As we have EG looking to make the most of this. Wise Guy on the left. Skins has been dropped by Wombat's grenade. 5 on 4 in favor of EG. On board with Nabor. Rattling off some shots down towards the toward the B house. There is Prank coming up with a frag onto Wise Guy as he makes his way through. We're back to a 4 on 4. Nabor looking to eye over the Crash site. Nothing there. Look at the A site. Nothing there. Pandemic, remember we said at AEF, you can see them all on quadp.com, like to hit B more than most teams. Nabor's going to go through and watch Prank die. Curious G comes up with the frag onto Robwow though. And 3 on 3 the score. Deny's taking some damage as well. They dart back. That's from Keith, trying to get in Keith's house, otherwise known as the A house if you're just joining us. But he's not going to get home as Wombat shuts him down. 3 on 2. Curious G and Terry Tate left up. That Nabor, as they will make their way through. Clock continues to tick. The 2 Pandemic players side by side. And Nabor shot down by NT2, who's made that B bomb site himself before Curious G goes through. Curious G's got to get 2 frags or a bomb plant. He will do the latter. He's got to go for it. He's got to go for it. He's got to go for it. He's going to die by Deny's hands. And EG pick up round number 3. And, well, what a start.
Yeah, and you got to feel, like you mentioned, They are inside their heads. They seem to be getting down to those close clutch situations. Not quite pulling it off just yet. But like, they do both know each other. Oh, Prank with a headshot on Skins. Not a good way to start, but Keitsu does try and even things up. Keitsu puts through, takes down Deny and Wise Guy, making things in favour of Pandemic. They are trailing 3-0 here on Crash. EG in the defence. Impenetrable so far to Pandemic's attacks. Really is the battle of the North Americans here. NTT peeks round. Still twitching away. Wombat does shut down Prank. It's going to even things up as Rob Wiz sits and waits for someone to come through that smoke. Nabor replying on Wombat. NTT, oh, he's got a tag over at the Crash site. Didn't get a frag on though. And Rob Wiz does get shut down by Keith Zoo. Keith Zoo working well in this round. I believe he's already had a hat-trick of frags. I may be wrong. Will he get his fourth? No, Nabor will steal it. And he shuts down. And that is the first round for Pandemic. And just in time, I should feel.
Yes, most certainly. And they couldn't really afford to let EG get out of their grasp, out of their sights. And they haven't. Let's see what they're able to do. Curious G makes his way through. Grenade darts off behind him. Charges on through the smoke, looking for what I think is NTT. Lofts a grenade into his position. Prank picks off Wombat. 5 on 4. Wise Guy does the same to Curious G, and we're at 4 on 4. NTT in a whole world of trouble. As his position has been made. Grenade comes out. NTT twitching, giving us all a headache. As Robwell makes his way back. Robwell's looking for this one. He's got. They're assured that someone's gone down that way because they've locked up. You can see you got Wise Guy there, Robwell there, and NTT here. There are 3 players very, very concerned of Pandemic making a B push on this round. And Nabor is certainly thinking about it. And in fact, they're more than thinking about it. There are 3 players there for Pandemic. Keith is going to find himself the frag onto Wise Guy. And it's opened it up for Pandemic. Man advantage. Here they come. NTT dropping Skins as they make their way through. They're going to go forward with Rob Wiz claiming 1. Keith is 2 on 2 here as he makes his way forward. Explosives. He's got 1 to his right. Doesn't get the frag. Neither does he escape with... Oh, he does. Rob Wiz down. Nabor and Keith against Deny. Deny with it all to do. 30 seconds left on that plant. The new man of EG must make this one count. And he is already been made. Darts around the corner, shut down. Nabor does the job. Pandemic pick it up, and Terry Tate finds his voice.
Actually, I think that was Keith Zoo. Is certainly getting very vocal down there. And as expected throughout this this tour, really, you could say, like Nabor said, it's a very friendly atmosphere. Everyone's got to know everyone after the Antwerp Esports Festival. It's just a shame we're not going to see Pandemic going along to I-34 like EG will be. However, at the moment, they're certainly bringing us and thrilling us some fantastic matches. Deny there with the opening frag, with that grenade. We mentioned, I remember I-33, the amount of grenades we used to get from the EG. Pandemic, not so much so. Really all about gunning skills. Oh, what a great frag from Curious G there, hopping up on the barrel, shutting NTT down with 3 shots. But immediately shut down. Wombat and Deny, taking down Curious G and Skins, evening things up. Rob Wiz has picked up that scope. Tries to get himself in a position. Let's have a peek across towards him. Is Prank alive? That's the concern he's going to be having. They have said they've had some great duels between themselves in the North American scene. That may be why he's decided to pick it up. So we've got Keith Zoo and Nabor alive for Pandemic. Wombat getting tags over at Arches. Didn't shut anyone down though. Keith Zoo getting a shutdown. Nice on Wombat there. Makes his way towards Keith's back porch. And Rob Wiz more than aware of what's just happened from his team. And he's scoping up for it. Oh, he just pulled away from that position where Keith Zoo went. Almost fragging each other there. 10 seconds. They've got to get the bomb plant in there. And they know it. Have they got any grenades cooked up to do anything about it? No, they haven't. 42 seconds now. We have Rob with his famed Desert Eagle. Known for using it instead of picking the SMG. Will he do it? Will he continue doing it? As he takes a peek, and Nabor shuts him down. Keith's ready in his house, but denied on the stairwell. And it's Nabor versus Deny. Deny, the man formerly of Nexus Gaming, came into it, and Nabor shuts him down with ease. 3 bullets fired and 1 dead round, and suddenly 3 rounds trailing, they're back drawing.
Yes, they are, and well, they get themselves right back on this, and if the score stays the same, courtesy of an XL bet, I'll be a very, very rich man.
Indeed.
Beers will be on D-Man tonight. Not that we drink, we don't improve. Curious G grenades down to the right-hand side. Keith finds himself the frag onto NTT. NTT avenges. Deny gets picked off by Keith. As Prank will open up with one of his own. Say goodnight to Robwiz. EG on the ropes now. Pandemic up by 2 men and looking to take the lead. Wise Guy pulls it back before Skins gets himself the frag. It's all on Wombat. Quake 3 CPL champion, QuakeCon RTCW champion, Call of Duty 1 champion. Is just generally a champion of the School of Life and is ready to be denied. That one though. And it is a 4-3 lead that Pandemic have kicked off.
So, they're going 3 rounds down. They suddenly pull 4 rounds straight back. Is this the way it's going to be between the North American rivals? Can Pandemic finally, in a major tournament, get one over on their rivals in an actual match? They did it at Antwerp, but they didn't actually meet each other. And they were quite glad of that, to be honest. They were a little bit worried about getting drawn against EG, certainly throughout that tournament. Now they've been placed in the group with them, and they're in form. And Keith Zhu, on top of his house, shuts down Deny, works his way around Prank on NTT. Robwiz shutting down Prank with that Desert Eagle of his. But Keith Zhu is sat waiting for him. They are just below him. Robwiz does get tagged up. Keith Zhu was sat waiting, so it's quite handy that he comes around. The ball shut down, though. Suddenly Keith, the last man standing. He knows Robwiz is around here somewhere. Where exactly is the question? He's gone looking. They've managed to miss each other at the moment. Robwiz just got a glimpse there. I flicked away from it the moment it happened, but that's a big round for EG. They lost 4 back-to-back, but finally they're back on level terms.
Yeah, they really are, and it's looking, well, it's looking good, it's got to be said, for EG. I think that, sorry, looking good, yeah, it is looking good to pick that one back up. Say hello to Robwiz Sniper. It's met Curious G, and it's shut him down. EG now must make the most of this, must get the momentum going, must get back in this game. Click the mouse for effect there just to cycle through. Wombat claims 1, dropping Prank. Keith is going to push along now. 4-4. Naborian on Robwiz. 3-on-4 in favor of EG. Well, 3-on-3 as NTT meets Keith's grenade. Make their way forward. Oh, lovely work. Wise Guy and Skins exchanging frags, and suddenly we're down to 2-on-2. I've missed pretty much all of these frags. GG. Nabor, Skins, Deny, Wise Guy. Happy families. There it will be. Wise Guy dropping the ball, and now the last man standing is Skins as he looks to make his way in. And we're going to have a medical update from Morg in just a moment on this one. As Skins is the last man standing in this round. Deny is going to be not even finding a frag, but Wise Guy will. Morg of MYM, tell us how Socklon is doing.
Yeah, he's all right. He basically had a ball to the face with a contact lens in. The lens split in half and has given him like a slight scratch or cut underneath his pupil. He's got a patch on his eye and he can't take that off for about 5 hours. And then his vision in his right eye is going to be blurry for about a week. So,
so good luck at I-34.
One-eyed gaming, I think, is what's going to happen. We're moving.
Are you going to try and postpone tonight's match?
Tonight's match, we've already spoken to, or Jens has already spoken to Midnap for us, and I think they're going to switch in for the Impact game. So we'll play our Impact game tomorrow morning, which would be great.
So not good.
No.
And the Asuba 12-12?
Yeah, after being 12-8 up, a little bit of a shame. Losing some rounds that we really should have won, but yeah, 12-12 is not a bad result against Asuba, or a great team. So.
Well, Morgan, you sound like you're going to cry, so we're going to get back into this one.
See you later.
Thank you very much. It's 4-3 to EG in men terms. They're up by a round as well. And as Frank drops Wise Guy, we're at 3-3. Someone has angered Robwiz in the bomb site. Robwiz thinks about it. Prank thinks faster. And it's 2-on-3. Wombat now decides to take matters into his own hand. Drops one. That's Nabor. There, and it's going to be Prank who finds him. Prank gets himself another frag. NTT, last man standing. Explosives planted. 1-on-2. 40 seconds to go in Keith's house. This match at this round absolutely crucial. 6-4 or 5-5. Skins is one of them. Skins is the one. Bye-bye NTT. Hello 5-5.
Well, I think all of you had hissy fits while you try to follow NTT there. So he's working his way in the house, wiggling like crazy. 5-5 the score between these two giants of teams. It's the meet in the European event. Remember, the event is the experience, and this is the battle for first place. And first place will give them the bye to the second round of the winner bracket. And that's all important because that's 400 euros straight away. It is all about the winner bracket in this tournament, guys. Pick up 400, then 800, then 1200, then 1600. I believe the final is 7,500 to the winner.
Not bad.
So there is a lot of money up for grabs in this event. And at the moment, Pandemic are looking strong. As Deny gets shut down by Prank's Desert Eagle. And Prank shuts down NTT as well. Last man standing is going to be Wise Guy. And that's a big round for Pandemic. And some big shouts as well from the team.
Yes, most definitely. And looking good for them as they need to continue this, need to make the most of this now. 5-all. EG. 5-all left in men, so 6-5 for Pandemic, of course, in rounds. Robwiz connects. Skins down. Over as Skins try to escape towards the crash site. Rattles off another one through the smoke. Wise Guy finds Craig. Keith. Prank in a wombat. Losing my mind. Wise Guy darts around. There's one on the B, he thinks. It's Nabor. Wise Guy versus Nabor. Can't say too much. They can hear us. Wise Guy tries to make it count. It doesn't. He has just sat waiting. Tried to use my song to his benefit. But Nabor has darted a long, long way away. And Wise Guy is left sat there. Nabor now going to try and go the other way around to find that frag. It's back already. Here we go. Now they meet. Rob dropped Frank on the other side of the round. Wise Guy's going to flick away. Rob's got himself another frag before Nabor chimes in. Nabor, the last man standing for Pandemic. 1-on-3, and Wise Guy thinks he's got his number, but NTT finishes off the job. 6-6 halftime. What a half. And those of you on Quad V who betted for a draw at 8 may well be rubbing your fingers.
Yeah, and that would include you and me. Because at 8s, that was a very good result. And remember that draw, which we've had already today, MYMVS and Super, not a single person bet on it. Would you believe it? But with such good odds on Super, I guess people went for that. So we're just waiting for the stage to ready itself up here, which would, I'm not sure who that is, but exactly is running stage, but we're waiting for them. They're trying to do the half, the slash. It's the Danish keyboard, if you're seeing these halves flashing through. So we are live once again. It is the second half. And now the term for Pandemic's defense. They were very good in defense against Coma Crew. Nigh on unstoppable, really. Penetrable wall. Coma Crew struggled. EG, it is Keith's house. And we are following Keith right now as Curious G goes up top. So, sticking with him. Which way will they go? That's the question. Rob Wills must have seen Curious G up there. And other than frags, you can see the wall banging all coming in there. Takes a peek. Tries to get a glimpse on Prank. Doesn't find it. Prank finds Wise Guy though. And suddenly, I'm going to flick away from NTT because frankly, that's just sick viewing. We're still trying to get just a sniff of Prank, really. Anything downwind will do. Doesn't look like you can find him, though. Well, I think I just caught a glimpse of him flicking towards the sandbags as soon as he looked away. It's just ironic. Keith still very disciplined defensive work from Pandemic here. Shutting down, denies, he tries to work his way in. And the ball snuck around the backside, but Rob Wiz is there. Wombat gets flashed up. Suddenly we're down to a 3-on-3. 30 seconds to get that bomb plant in. And to be honest, this A house is still looking very strong. Keith is in there, and there is Curious G. Rob Wiz shuts down Prank though. 2-on-2. Keith shuts down NTT.
Tried to come in his house.
He did, and he didn't have an invitation. Curious G and Keith do work such good defense in that A house. It just seems unstoppable.
The only man allowed in Keith's house other than Keith is Curious G. If you don't know that, then you're going to pay. EG dropping that first round, 7-6 the score. Still we'll feel there's a lot to play for here. Making their way through now. Wombat drops Keith. Suddenly Keith's house is looking like Rob's house as he makes his way up towards the... Oh, hello to Prank. Rob walked right into it as Prank is... well, not going to be able to stop Wombat this time, though. EG will put the bomb down. Prank was busy with deny, and it's 3-on-3, courtesy of a double snipe. On board with the ball. He's going to be the first one into action. The grenades through. What a shot onto NTT. He knows that Wombat is looking. Wise Guy's coming on skins. 2-on-2. Prank one of them. Wombat on the other side of things. Makes it! Oh, Wombat, can you believe it? To perfection until he got shut down. Wise Guy versus Nabor now for the round. 6 seconds to go. Gotta go. Gets NEG, pick it up. But didn't they make it exciting?
Fantastic round there. Back-to-back action, fragging left and right between the teams. Rob Wiz started it all off going in there. Prank denied him, but frankly, they managed to breach Keith's house. And that's something not many teams have been able to do. So Keith denied the push there. Deny shuts down Prank as well. This is surely going to be a B push. Oh, but Kisu gets a great shot into blue rims on Wise Guy. NTT, he made that frag with the AK-47. And Curious G shuts him down long range with the AK-74. Rob Wiz tagged up in blue. He's dashing away. 1 minute at least on the clock, and they're in a 4-on-2. EG with Deny and Rob Wiz with it all to do here against Pandemic. You can see Skins, he's worked his way up there. The boring good defense. Curious G, good defense. They are set up nicely. So it's down to EG to try and pull something individually out of it. They're trying to work together as a team, back each other up. Not sure if he was intentionally fragged there, Rob Wiz. It was more of a flash that kind of bounced and hit him, I think. So they worked the way to be with Prank down. That means it is free, but not from the ball. Suddenly Rob Wiz is with it all to do in a 1-on-4. 24 seconds, he's got people leaping round at him. And Nabor shuts him down. Great defense from Nabor on B Road. And Pandemic take the lead again.
Yeah, and you have to feel Pandemic do look a little bit more strong on their defense. And EG having to work for these rounds if they want to get them. They need 7 to win here. I'll tell you what, a draw is looking good. So Rob comes up with one. Curious G down, as his Skins follow suit. That's the man. NTT comes in, the ball drop. Last 2 men up for Pandemic. Prank is one of them.
Could be good grenade.
Wise Guy comes in with one. Wombat plants the bomb. Prank is going to show himself and is now going to open himself up to a barrage of fire. It's 8-8. And these rounds go tit for tat. And a draw does look possible.
Just how quickly they're bouncing back and forward. It's truly remarkable. Both teams, they practice with each other non-stop. They've both said pretty much they are the only 2 practice partners they have in North America that actually stand you know, a real chance. And they've mentioned that multiple times they're going to overtime in those practices. So dedication to actually have, you know, carry on that overtime in practices. No, you know, we're not practicing a map. We're going to win this map, damn it. And it's all down to that messing with each other's head. The mind games. Pandemic at the moment working their way in. But EG shutting Skins down. Wise Guy works his way into Keith's house. Curious G is the occupant. As he comes peeking round, Flash goes in. They take the bait. No, they won't, because Curious G will come round, shut Wombat down. He sees the bomb on stairs. NTT takes down Prank. Back to a 2-on-2. It is so close between these teams. You can tell they know each other's game. Constantly one-upping each other. If you're going to do this strat, then fine. We know what you're going to do, and we'll do the opposite. The ball shuts down NTT. Wise Guy last man standing. You heard him in Antwerp Esports Festival casting alongside Tosspot for the game with Pandemic versus MYM. They support each other when they're not playing each other. And the ball, once again, picks another round up for Pandemic. He's been solid on that back road.
Yes, he has. And, well, I'll tell you what, for Pandemic, they're going to look at this one and say, you know what? 2 rounds. All we need is 2 rounds. You win 2 rounds, you break this trend of tit for tat, and you win the game. Because their defense, I believe, is strong.
Oh, and that could be it.
3-on-3. Oh, Rob Wiz comes up with 1. Skins comes back at him. Say goodbye. Wise Guy in on Skins. 2-on-1. That could be what as Nabor goes through. The Wombat and Wise Guy versus Nabor. Nabor, yeah, that's a phenomenal frag onto Wise Guy. And Wombat must now do the job. He took Nabor out in the last round with a lovely, well, round to last, with a lovely little drop jump. And now we'll see whether he's got the same in him. The office linebacker. And he does! Wombat went for it. And Terry Tate caught it. And now Nabor's going to go in for the defuse. And here is the second round in a row. Here is 10-8. And you have to feel from Wombat. Maybe that was a little predictable.
So 10-8, looking at the frags, you can see Rob Wiz leading the way for EG. 16, it's still fairly evenly spread though. And Nabor on 20 frags so far is a monster. And at the moment, he is doing his team proud as they do take that 2-round lead here on Crash. They have that defense. It's an impenetrable defense, certainly for EG, certainly for Cobra Crew. In that final, which won them €10,000 in the last event, just last weekend. Prank misses someone, catches a flash, catches another flash. He's just not sure where to take that shot. Didn't happen. Nabor is set up. Just in defensive position layout here from them. You can hear that sniper shot of Rob Wiz ringing out. That's not Prank firing. Let's have a look towards it. There is Prank. When he fires, he hits. As Wise Guy goes down. First good frag. Could EG push? This is a vital round for EG. If they let this one slip, Pandemic, just get that confidence. We can beat our rivals. Deny those shutting down Skins. NTT twitches his way in. Catches a glimpse. I think that must have been Nabor that just tagged him up there. He's gonna peek. Oh, he just got a glimpse of Prank on top. And he shuts Nabor down, Rob Wiz, with the Desert Eagle, sniping with it. Peeking round, Kitsu working round, Prank also working round. There is Prank. Just got a glimpse. Just catches a glimpse, ups and down, denying NTT shut down Curious G. Rob Wiz shuts down Prank. What a big round for EG there. And all in a matter of seconds, it just decided that EG are not out of it yet.
Yeah, they had to win that. If they didn't, they were down by 3 on 11 with the Pandemic on 11. Now, they're in this one again. Not wrong. The ball strikes. Double frag. Robin Deny downed. Now EG have got to do something special. Wombat, Wise Guy, NTT, got to come up with something that maybe they haven't done before. Sniper shot rings off. Yet more fire ringing off on the other side. Prank's the one that's in trouble. Oh, NTT goes for a fly. He finds the frag on Prank there from afar. Nabor thinks they're coming to him. They wait on them. EG still haven't got very far on this.
No ball.
They're moving into board territory. And here he comes. Oh, NTT gets across. Wombat in. No board down. 3 on 3. Wombat's going for it. EG must get out of this one with 3 alive to cover that bomb. They do so. Skins knows where one of them is, though, as he makes his way back. Keith has moved out of his house. Goes on through. Drops Wombat. EG have got a frag of their own, though. Curious G down. Keith, that's phenomenal. 1 on 2. Wise Guy is the one up. And Skins gets it. Pandemic pick up a round. They'll get the defuse. They take it to 11-9. And they are 2 away from victory.
And really, Pandemic, well, if they let that one slip, they'd have been kicking themselves. It was one of those situations when you get that double grenade, you cannot lose that round. And it was close. They got the bomb in. They took it to a 3 on 3. But due to magical play from Keith Zhu there, working his way in with some fantastic SMG work. Grenade goes in on the board. That's an important round. Important position, really, down towards the B lamp room. Could well be an EG pushing on B once again here. They're not having any luck whatsoever with Keith's house. Rob Wiz is in there. Wombat being dropped though by Keith Zhu. DT and Rob Wiz peeking round. Shutting up there. Takes down Curious G. Keith is not going to be happy with that, but he gets shut down himself. Rob Wiz decides, I'm not having this. We're going to take this one closer. Wise Guy getting shut down by Wise Guy, though. Wise Guy getting shut down by himself. Well, it's possible. But it was by Skins. So now NTT and Rob Wiz versus Prank and Skins. What will Prank do? What will Skins do? Skins getting tagged up. Seeing a little bit of the action here as he tries to work up. Oh, he just got a glimpse of him. Tried to dash away. Thought, oh my God, I've ran in the wrong direction here. Prank now. Last man standing. Shut down. And we hear EG shouting and jeering themselves up. They are 1 round from drawing it level again.
I'll tell you what, Demon and I both bet on the draw on xlbet.com, and it's not looking too bad. On board with Wombat, grenade pinged across. Doesn't get it this time. Grenade flies across. Wombat darts back. Robin says goodnight to Frank. Keith levels things up at 4 on 4. Curious G in on NTT. EG not getting far here. Rob Wow's got to get down by Keith. 4 on 2. Can hear EG calling rampantly. And these two really not in a position to help one another at the moment. Wombat is walking a lonely road. Wise Guy gets the frag on the ball. Pulls it back to a 1-man deficit. Wombat spied one as well. Oh, if only. If only. As he makes his way back now. EG 2, Pandemic have 3, but they lead by a round. It's 11-10. Keith has his health. Pandemic look to finish the job. Curious G's got himself the frag on the Wise Guy. Wombat is going to have to earn his bread. The man of a million fanboys, over 1 million games, now needs to make some more as he looks for this.
Explosives.
Changes the game, but Skins gets the defuse. Pandemic are up to 12. And that is going to be that. EG in trouble. They have to win the last 2 rounds. I'll tell you what, you see a different game from Pandemic on Crash against EG.
So can they pull it off? Can they do what they've been able to do in many competitions and force, well, it won't be forcing them into the lower bracket, but it will certainly give them a free bye. And that will be something that surely you're going to want, because as soon as we get into that winner bracket territory, the first playoff round is going to be cutthroat action, because everybody wants to be in that winner bracket. Frank shutting down Wise Guy. This could well be Pandemic taking it. They're down to a 4 on 2 already. And once again, it is Wombat with NTT. NTT with it all to do it, a 4 on 1. This could well be Pandemic taking it, breaking the voodoo over them that AG have held for so long. And NTT is backing away. He's got to play this one clever. He's got a minute to do it, plenty of time. He's got no reason to rush into any situation. He needs to try and pick up a pick, but that's it. Curious G shuts him down, 13-10. Our bet goes astray, but what a fantastic game. A Pandemic on Crash Are they completely unstoppable?